Let's watch his ass get fired. We're at impromptu and we're live.
Senator Pedro.
Constitution provides that the House of Representatives shall have the sole power of impeachment, and its president shall be removed from office on impeachment for and conviction of treason, bribery, or other high crimes and misdemeanors. Further, Section 3 of the 14th Amendment to the Constitution prohibits any person who has engaged in insurrection or rebellion against the United States from holding any office under the United States. In his conduct while President of the United States and in violation of his constitutional oath, faithfully to execute the office of the President of the United States and, to the best of his ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States, and in violation of his constitutional duty to take care that the laws be faithfully executed, Donald John Trump engaged in high crimes and misdemeanors by inciting violence against the government of the United States in that, on January 6, 2021, pursuant to the 12th Amendment to the Constitution of the United States, the Vice President of the United States, the House of Representatives, and the Senate met the United States Capitol for a joint session of Congress to count the votes of the Electoral College. In the months preceding the joint session, President Trump issued false statements asserting that the presidential election results were the product of widespread fraud and should not be accepted by the American people or certified by state or federal officials. Shortly before the joint session commenced, President Trump addressed a crowd at the Ellipse in Washington, D.C. There he reiterated false claims that we won this election and we won it by a landslide. He also willfully made statements that in context encouraged and foreseeably resulted in lawless action at the Capitol, such as, if you don't fight like hell, you're not going to have a country anymore. Cited by President Trump because of the crowd he had addressed in an attempt to, among other objectives, interfere with the joint session's solemn constitutional duty to certify the results of the 2020 presidential election, unlawfully breached and vandalized the Capitol, injured and killed law enforcement personnel, menaced members of Congress, the Vice President, and congressional personnel, and engaged in other violent, deadly, destructive, and seditious acts. President Trump's conduct on January 6, 2021, followed his prior efforts to subvert and obstruct the certification of the results of the 2020 presidential election. Those prior efforts included a phone call on January 2, 2021, during which President Trump urged the Secretary of State, Georgia, Brad Raffensperger, to find enough votes to overturn the Georgia presidential election results and threatened security Raffensperger if he failed to do so. In all this, President Trump gravely endangered the security of the United States and its institutions of government. He threatened the integrity of the democratic system, interfered with the peaceful transition of power, and imperiled a co-equal branch of government. He therefore betrayed his trust as president for the manifest injury of the people of the United States. Wherefore, Donald John Trump, by such conduct, has demonstrated that he will remain a threat to national security, democracy, and the Constitution if allowed to remain in office, and has acted in a manner grossly incompatible with self-government and the rule of law. Donald John Trump thus warrants impeachment and trial, removal from office, and disqualification to hold and enjoy any office of honor, trust, or profit in the United States. And demand that you, the said Donald John Trump, should be put to answer the accusations as set forth in this article, and that such proceedings, examinations, trials, and judgments might be thereupon had as are agreeable to law and justice.
Each senator, his or her name is.
What's good, Kai? Oh yeah, we watching this baby. How you doing?
The Senate rules of impeachment. Article 1, Section 3, Clause 6, Constitution. Regarding the vote required for conviction on impeachment, provides that, quote, no person shall be convicted without the concurrence of 2/3 of the members present, close quote.
Super dude, what's good?
Senators, I'll say, respondent Donald John Trump, guilty or not guilty. A roll call vote is required, and the clerk called the vote.
Kind of digging Senator Leahy's tie.
Actually, yeah, that thing's
I don't
pretty
like
slick.
ties.
I think it's all right. Shit.
But I have a job specifically where I don't have to wear a tie, and I love it.
I went to school for a decade just to make sure I didn't have to wear a tie.
Damn Skippy.
Blunt. Mr. Blunt, not guilty.
No surprise.
Booker,
Mr. Blunt,
Mr. Booker.
you son of a bitch.
guilty. Mr. Bozeman. Mr. Bozeman, not guilty. Mr. Braun. Mr. Braun, not guilty. Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown, guilty. Mr. Burr.
So, yo, we will actually talk about some sciencey stuff here after a bit, but
Ms. Cantwell.
this is an important moment.
Yeah.
Mrs. Capito, not guilty. Mr. Cardin. Mr. Cardin.
Oh, who does the roll call?
Mr. Casey. Mr. Casey, guilty.
I believe it's the Secretary of the Senate. I don't know my Senate structure well enough.
Ms. Collins,
We'll
Guilty.
leave this up to the powers
Mr.
of the
Coons,
chat.
Coons, guilty.
I do know that this particular impeachment trial is different because normally the president is sitting at the time, and therefore it's mandated that the Chief Justice preside, which is why previously Justice Roberts was sitting in the chair that Leahy occupies now. And that's done because normally it's the vice president, the person who would then assume the presidency, sitting in that chair presiding, and that represents an inherent conflict of interest.
Daines.
So, and Kamala Harris, of course, I think rightly is sitting this one out, and Senator Leahy is serving as president pro tem, which is his normal role. It's not every time the Senate is in session that the vice president is there.
Mrs. Fisher, not guilty. Mrs. Gillibrand. Mrs. Gillibrand, guilty. Mr. Graham. Mr. Graham, not guilty. Mr. Grassley.
Surprise!
Mr. Grassley, guilty.
Also not surprised.
Mr. Haggerty, not guilty.
Oh.
Ms. Hassan, guilty. Mr.
Yes.
Hawley. Mr. Hawley,
Mr. Bowling?
not guilty. Mr. Heinrich. Mr. Heinrich, guilty.
And as a Missourian, I deeply apologize for Hawley. Yeah.
Yeah. As a man,
Even
who was
Senator
raised-
Danforth or former Senator Danforth has apologized for Mr. Hawley.
Yo, as a man who was raised in the land of Kansas, I also apologize. Kansas and Missouri hold hands. And damn it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the what's his name? The doctor-ish kind of guy.
Who?
Hey,
You're a new senator. It's Marshall. Senator Marshall.
Fire Hunter, what's good, baby?
Mr. Kennedy, 13. 13. Guilty. Ms. Klobuchar. Ms. Klobuchar.
Mr.
Guilty.
Gorbachev. Mr.
Langford.
Gorbachev.
Langford. Guilty.
Don't wait for the translation. That's me now. Oh no, that's different. Soviet premiere.
Guilty.
It's subtle differences. Subtle differences right there.
Still Soviet.
I mean, you right.
Ms. Lomas. Not guilty.
Oh man, it is the impeachment of the former, and I love saying former, Donald Trump.
Yeah, he hates that. He has forbidden people around him to use that term,
And I find
insisting that they use the term 45th president instead of former president, which just tells you everything you need to know.
Oh, the pettiness is beautiful to me. It only gives me life.
So if the not guilties make it to 34, that's done and dusted. That'll be an acquittal.
Not on my watch. And yes, Fire Hunter, there's gonna be VR today.
Mr. Murphy. Guilty. Mrs. Murray. Mrs. Murray. Guilty. Mr. Elsa.
McConnell, you coward!
Yeah, he said that he was going to this morning. And I agree. Spineless.
Oh. Mr. Peters.
Gives all terrapins a bad name.
Facts.
Portman. Not guilty. Mr. Reed.
If he's found guilty, the only other punishment permitted by the Constitution would be disqualification from future office.
You know, I'll take that as like the lowest thing.
Well, because the only other option, because there are only two punishments for impeachment: removal from office and disqualification from future office. That's it.
I'll take that.
And that's done and dusted. Acquittal.
Well, you see, one thing I owe Doug 10 squats. Another thing is, you know what, guys? That's also incredibly important. After this, he has several other crimes he's committed, which means there's only more damage to be done to him. Good.
Yes, that's just it. And they're not the civil cases that impeachment is, where they're just going to say, yeah, we don't want you to run for office anymore. Some of these have actual jail time associated with them.
Yes, they
We'll see how that plays out.
Beautiful.
But yeah, say it isn't so, right?
Oh.
Shocked. I'm shocked, I tell you. Okay, not that shocked.
Oh, really?
Channeling my inner Philip J. Fry there. So, Bill, you got a VR set.
I do. It's wonderful. And right now, this is a trial is going here. I'm dinking around with all this live because I enjoy editing live. I really do. You all can look into my mind process here to do multiple things at once. Or we can actually play this game live, talk about it, and of course, you can't talk about VR unless you're talking about like Sword Art Online. And I was looking around online for like the best game I could find that hits up with what we do, while at the same time as talk about some more sciencey shit. And it's VR, and with VR, oh baby, I love killing me some zombies. So I'm gonna play a Resident Evil for a little bit that I haven't played in a long time. It was actually one of the. Might have been like the third platinum ever got on a game. And that is Resident Evil 7. Do I remember any of it? Not really. But don't worry, guys. We're going to play that and also take a deep dive at the same time into the world of VR. Because goddamn science. Fun fact, I ran into my wall while playing VR. You know what's fun? I have hardly touched VR. I just got this thing. And yeah, I mean, y'all subscribe and follow and all that whatnot, which is all highly appreciated. So I want y'all to experience as raw as possible as this. As I shit my pants, as Doug also teaches us the ways of virtual reality, because we have an actual professor here with us, which is great. And you can enjoy that and me dying. I'm surprised it was 7. We actually Jake, we went full completely on RE0, 1, 2, 3, Code Veronica, and 4. 5 is so much of an action game. Man, I hate 6. I really do. I will play 7 before 6. I really will. As a matter of fact, I am. But we'll get into it. We'll get into it, Jake Cox. Oh man, we'll talk though. It's if you ever want to feel sad about your life, play Jake's story in Resident Evil 6. I never beat it. I love Resident Evil. It's just. But on a lighter note, guys.
Spider-Man VR.
Spider-Man VR, that will happen.
That might be a puke maker for for certain people.
Oh, just know
all
that
the swinging.
my body is prepared. It is fully prepared.
So the last GDC I was able to attend.
Mhm.
This was oh wait, no. This was the GDC in 2018. They had a VR go-kart setup thing on the expo floor, and I'm like, VR race cars? Hells yeah, I'm in for that. But I got in there, right?
Yeah.
And I put the VR thing, like, oh man, this is going to be great. I'm totally going to nail everybody. I'm going to put down the fastest time. No one all week's going to be able to beat my time. And I look down, and I'm disembodied. Right? I'm like, okay, I can see. I can kind of see the car, but I can't see the pedals or anything.
No.
There's a wheel, but there's no hands to show me my hand position. There's no sound. Or no, I take that back. There's engine sound, but there's no tire sound. And it was, man, it was all messed up.
What did you do?
Oh. Did I break it? No. Oh no, there I am. Okay.
Hey.
And so I'm sitting there going, and I'm getting no audio feedback at all. I can't tell where my feet are. I can't tell where my hands are, because I'm just this disembodied ghost floating above this cart, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, and then I hit something and go up in the air, and I'm like, this is disorienting, and I'm like, done. I'm done. Off. I've seen some racing VR things done really, really well.
Yeah.
But that one absolutely wasn't. I'm like, I'm gonna vomit on your machine right now, and I'm not gonna feel bad about it at all. You deserve it. And so I'm just sitting here thinking, VR Spider-Man in that really rapid motion without without your inner ear keeping pace. Just thinking, oh man, you're going to cause people to have a lot of carpet shampooing bills.
No, I swear this hasn't happened before, guys. Real talk though, I do it. I do it. You know me. I do it in a heartbeat. Whereas
probably
Bill,
would too, but I'd feel like a freshman afterwards.
worth. We all learned that day.
Hey, Messiah.
Messiah reminded me to drink some water. Also, no, guys, we're taking my little my dark helmet off and on throughout this bit of gameplay here, so I can actually remember what you guys are seeing. Or Doug can just let me know, please. Be like, Bill, drink water. Bill, do some black guy stuff. Like, okay. But in the meantime, VR is something that's been very fascinating to me, and Doug, of course, he'd be the guy teaching us about it. But starting this off, who here is actually like the show Sword Art Online, or is a fan of Black Mirror?
Oh, they cannot hear you, Bill.
They can't?
I can hear you just fine.
About to say, it's picking up my stuff here. I see my levels going up.
I love bouncy lights. Bouncy lights are good.
Let's turn you down, Doug. How about now, guys? A little better?
Yeah, and anyone hearing Bill now? Anyone hearing me now?
Right now, your levels are way higher.
Oh, are they? Am I clipped?
Can anyone hear me? Interesting. Because levels are going up and I'm speaking.
So I'm going to resort to regular typing chat, and see if anybody can hear either of us.
Because could be the OBS messing up again. Let's see here. I'm picking up myself on OBS, but if they can't hear, then I've learned something interesting.
I'm going to turn off my my mix board on OBS because you should still be able to hear me because it's my mix board is going to Discord, right?
Hey, look at that. Carmilla can hear both of us. That's what matters.
Hooray! All right.
Thank you, Carmilla. And with that,
Hooray, technology.
hooray, science. So let's do this, everyone. Stepping into the world of I can't see a damn thing.
Oh, that's not what I want. That's not what I want.
What I want.
That's what I want.
That was, in fact, what Doug wanted.
I pressed the full screen view in Twitch, and it got rid of the chat side thing. I'm like, no, that's not what I wanted.
I haven't played this game in 2 years. Hey!
Oh, there's only two things
Hey,
you
bro,
really
thanks
need
for
to
it.
do. Kill all the zombies, don't die.
Oh, I ain't good at that not dying thing. Hey, thanks for the sub, Taltos.
Oh, yeah. I can't do that as well.
Oh,
See, yeah, you got a much richer voice than I do for
yeah. Thank you, it pays my bills.
that.
Let's see here. We're gonna do... Can I... No.
I guess in a way you can say my voice pays my bills, but it's the quality of my voice doesn't come into it.
Well, not with that
Just I
attitude.
am one. And I say stuff about games and spacey stuff.
Doug learned that day.
But oh damn it, that's really when I think about it, I think
Hey, baby. I just wanted to send a quick hello,
Talk
and
about
I love
spacey
you.
stuff
Oh,
in
good news.
video
I'm gonna be coming home soon. Yay!
phone. I love it.
I cannot wait to be done with this babysitting
She's
job
got good news for you.
and come home to my loving husband. I miss you. Oh, I gotta get back to work. I love you, Ethan. I miss you so much. I'm sending tons of kisses. Bye, baby.
Now, I'm cold, Messiah. I'll show you a shot of what it looks like outside here.
Ethan,
Outside here, it looks a bit like this.
you were right. I did lie to you.
My
I
my
shouldn't have.
tauntaun died before it reached the first marker.
All I can say is that if you get this, stay away.
So in the world of VR, eventually people think it's gonna go to this thing where like we'll put like chips in our head and shit like that. What do
Hey,
you think about
it's
that, Doug?
it's Ethan.
Compared to what I'm doing right now.
You alright?
No,
You just disappeared the other night.
Yeah.
there's
Yeah, no, I'm good.
there is going to be some
It's Mia.
sort of
She's not dead, she's
interaction
alive.
in
She's
that
back.
sort of way.
What happened?
I don't know.
I think
Look,
first,
I don't know
and-
how. but
and
she's back.
actually,
She's
it's
back somehow.
perhaps not
Maybe
as
it's a
far
prank.
away as most people
She
think.
wants me to come and get
We'll probably get closer to
Dolphin, Louisiana.
to the Oasis
Dude, it's been 3 years.
from Ready
I know,
Player
I
One,
know, but what if it is?
Oh.
and
have to find out what
of
happened.
course there you have an immersive world. So it's a think of Second Life with quests and better graphics, right? Where it's wide open, people can build their own stuff, but there's also some built-in quests. So if for those of you who've not read Ready Player One or seen the movie, but I think it's going to be something where you will have as a fundamental baseline, you'll have a VR headset, not unlike what you're wearing now, and gloves. So instead of the magnetic little hand controllers, the little halo-looking controllers, which are really field coils that sense orientation relative to the Earth's magnetic field, which is why you got to do all the calibration, right? I think you'll instead see better gloves. And when I was at SIGGRAPH in 2019, one of the big things was haptic technology. So not just gloves that were very dexterous and very precise at detecting position, but also capable of giving tactile feedback in various ways. And so that haptic feedback was a really hot topic, and something people were really trying to push and show off in terms of what their latest level of tech was for some of these accessories. Admittedly, a lot of what they were showing off was kind of clunky, to be honest. But new tech always starts off that way. And yes, the haptic vests, I saw those at GDC where they have little actuators so that when you're shot in an FPS game, you're like, I got hit in the back. I tried it out there on the expo floor, and you're right, my lord, it was a bit of a joke. But this is how new tech starts, right? It starts out clunky, kind of cheesy, and it gets refined. And people say, hey, that's a really cool idea. Let's work at making it more marketable. Think about the original VR headsets. You always had the tether, right? Because they were always wired. And the reason why they were wired was because of thermal issues. When you tried to run it wirelessly, it required so much juice for the video processor on board that the visors got physically hot and uncomfortable to have on your head. But now because Bill, yours is, I see no wires on yours, right?
On this, there is actually right here going straight to the actual box for the PlayStation VR.
Oh, okay. So it is tethered.
Yeah, and it is absolutely incredible. This is my legitimate first reaction.
So don't go running
to
across
seeing
the.
right now. This is the greatest thing ever. If I could get this was Resident Evil 2, I would. Oh my god. There's nothing appropriate I could say right now, but I regret nothing.
So of course, we see you moving through the environment.
Yeah. It
But
literally,
you're sitting there and not moving.
yeah, it's like it's messing with me right now. Though, like I'm against kind of like this bit of staticness. I can't move as soon as I could outside of VR, so I'm trying to figure out how that's gonna work.
Yeah. Because that's the other thing. And when you think of the Oasis, right? The next step beyond just having the high precision gloves and the visor is having a treadmill, an omnidirectional treadmill, and so that requires some space, though, right? So that's all of a sudden you're not just sitting there with your laptop in the corner of the room or with your controller where your PlayStation is there next to the TV there in the living room. Now you've got to kind of have a dedicated space to do this, right? Or have a backpack rig running around your neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be good in certain neighborhoods. Trust me, I lived in Westport for a while. I love that the time that I lived there, and I'm glad I don't live there anymore. But anyway, so now you've got some stuff that yes, it makes you more immersive, but now you're investing in more space. The way your VR headset is working is I presume there are two displays and then lenses in front of those displays, suspended in front of your eye, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Right now
or it's one display and you have two perpendicularly polarized lenses in front of each eye, and it's flickering back and forth very rapidly between images. That's another way they can do the VR.
Yeah.
That's how the 3DS actually does it, is using polarization, and it flickers back and forth between the two orientations of polarization. But there they have, like with VR, they have the advantage of knowing how far away you are from the DS on average, right? You're at arm's length. Whereas the 3D TVs that were a flash in the pan, you couldn't do that because everyone's living room's different. So you had these glasses that you had to wear, and it's bullshit.
It's bullshit.
It is bullshit. Just like at the movie theater. I'm not a big fan of 3D movies because I already have glasses. I don't want to wear glasses from my glasses.
Oh, 3D movies are a friggin' joke. Also, hold on. Like, I remember it was back in the day I worked at a thing called Cashco. And I tell you what, everything that ever got me mad was that just garbage, man. Oh. It's, one second, I'm trying to figure out here. Cause, like,
I remember CryEngine was showing off theirs. And they're at GDC, and so I'm like, okay, and I get their glasses, and I'm right in front of the TV, and I'm like, hey, this looks fine. And then I move off to the side over here, and I move off to the side over here, and I'm like, man, it looks really wonk. And it's like, well, you're not supposed to watch from over there. But I'm like, dude, my love seat's over here, my couch is over here in my living room.
Yeah. It's like it's a simple thing, baby.
Playing with somebody, I'm over here, and my mate's over here, on the couch. One of us is going to have an awesome view, and the other of us is going to be swearing because it looks like ass.
Right?
And yeah, he took umbrage. He he didn't like it and told me to go away.
How
which
dare
I did.
you, sir?
I'm like, yeah, okay, you're not giving away free beer, and Unreal Engine is. See ya.
Facts.
Give me free beer. But no, I think the next thing we're going to see in VR, and in fact, I have something for this.
Make it so.
It is right here. Oh. Blam. To quote the amazing Bill Butts. Blam!
Blam!
So this is actually the tech that they talked about in Ready Player One. That is, there is no display. Your retina is the display. That instead of having the imagery rendered outside of your eyeball and then you focus on that, the image is painted directly onto your retina with laser beams.
Laser.
Retinal projection display, RPD.
But are you down with RPB?
And that is so one that's a little scary, right? Because the first thing that you learn in physics lab is don't point lasers at people's eyes. Don't point it at your own eye, because of course, the first thing when we get the laser in the lab, it's like, oh, cool, I got a laser. And just like Luke when he picks up the lightsaber for the very, very first time, what's he do? He looks down the barrel of it.
And that's where you get credits.
But anyway, so they go, okay, firing laser beams at your eye, what could go wrong?
Funny story, dude. So much.
But no, it actually is super cool tech, and so long as you're not firing a several milliwatt laser at your eyeball, so long as it's super low power, then it's brilliant, and the potential for extremely high fidelity is even more improved. And I'm reminded of the Futurama line when Fry and Bender are sitting on the couch there in the break room watching TV, and Leela's trying to get them out, right?
Yeah.
So come on, let's go out to the real world and get you away from this TV. It's like, but this is HD TV. It has higher definition than reality. And with these retinal projection displays, there could be some real truth to that, right?
Bro, you are incredibly right there.
And so that could bring out a whole new layer or level of immersion, but you still have the motion thing to deal with, and of course with a vehicle-based game, whether it's an aircraft, spacecraft, a car, with good design choices and proper visual and audio feedback, with the motion of the seat, you can mimic most things, right? And so you can do that sense of motion for most of what someone is going to feel, except pulling a 9G, max turn rate turn in an FA-18. You're not going to do that. But and similarly, even with a racing sim, you're not going to simulate the 4.5, 5G lateral load of a Formula One car. But you can give you can hint at that. You can give a strong enough hint at that it's not completely disorienting or disrupting. So there are some things to do, but that works in a vehicle because you're already sitting, right?
Yeah.
In Resident Evil right now, you're sitting there looking through your visor, running all over the place, but you're not really running. So how much more immersive would this be for you if you had an omnidirectional treadmill?
You see, I need that because I'm more about fitness. By the way, I still you guys 20 squats. I'm also much about fitness because I couldn't just sit around here all day. If I could actually like fight people and go to that spot, so like some G Gundam kind of setup, I'd do it in a damn heartbeat. Also, this thing is broken.
Yeah, I was noticing it's an awful lot of darkness there.
Darkness. By the way, Fallen Revenants, I'm in that game. I'll be playing it soon and streaming it. But first, I came here to crap my pants, and damn it, that's what we're gonna do.
The fitness thing, the exercise games. One very good one, and one that won VR Game of the Year when it came out, was Beat Saber. In fact, one of my colleagues there at the college, he uses Beat Saber as part of his cardio workout routine. And when he was streaming it, when he was streaming it, he had a way that he could put his heart rate there on his Twitch stream, which was pretty cool.
Well,
so
awesome.
As he's exercising, right, and showing this game and talking about game design and how general game design has to adjust when you're talking about serious game design, he also is able to keep track of his heart rate to kind of show, this is not just fun and games. This is a real workout. And it was pretty cool. And even in Ready Player One, they don't get into this much in the movie because the movie is short because it's a movie, right?
I'm gonna be coming home soon. Yay!
And but in the book, they go pretty deep into this. And the main character, Wade Watts, is mentioning, "Oh damn, I'm sitting here in this chair and I'm getting fat."
I love you, Ethan.
And here during the COVID times, I'm like, man, I can relate.
Bye, baby.
But so what he does is there's in the Oasis there's a routine or a protocol that you can enable where in order to get into the Oasis, you have to do your exercise routine.
I shouldn't have.
So you have to do your gym work before you are permitted. The game will permit you to enter the world.
Stay away.
Right? And it's a voluntary thing, but once you're in for a month. Right? No backsies. And so he did that, and he has all these routines. He has the omnidirectional treadmill, and so he's running on on the Bifrost, and out in space with the nebula and cool environments like that, right?
Yeah.
Instead of just around my very dodgy out in the country yard.
What happened?
I don't know. Look,
I'm like,
I don't know how. But she's
that
back.
is cool, and that is a
somehow.
real potential for VR.
Maybe it's a prank. She wants me to come and get her.
Where is she?
You got it, bitch.
Dulvey.
Right.
Dulvey, Louisiana.
God, if I could go out and actually, like, you know, make it feel
I
like
know, but
shooting
what if
down
it is
TIE
her?
fighters or
I have to find out
riding
what
dragons
happened.
and shit. I'd do it in a heartbeat.
Can you imagine Ghosts of Tsushima with VR and actually having to wield something with mass?
Sir, that sword is right over
And,
there. And that answer to that question is yes. Also, just a little check here.
So in these cinematics
There was hope,
you're
there was
seeing,
hope.
I'm curious,
Mhm.
are you getting the full panoramic, or are you just getting the 16 by 9?
Do you guys see what I see right now? I'm looking around.
Yeah, the menu.
Oh yeah.
This is the place.
Okay, so there we see the full. You can look around and all that.
Oh, this is much better.
But when it was cinematic, we just saw the little 16 by 9 square.
Yeah, it looks like cutscenes are a little funky. Now I had to adjust a couple things, and oh my god, this is amazing. And this is way better. Alright, let's adjust that. We were at where's that display?
But yeah, imagine the workout if you actually had to swing something with mass.
Bro, I'd be playing as Siegfried and Siegfried only in Soul Calibur. Well, how's Bill doing? Well, he's the size of a bus now, but that's cool. The
You know,
one thing I would like is I could smell all of this. That'd be awful.
So yeah, you say that, and people have crafted.
The smell of it.
Yes, exactly that. Where you have various, like a couple thousand fragrances in little vials, and you combine those on the fly and out into as an aerosol, and it doesn't take much. Your nose is really, really sensitive, right? But in an open environment, if you let someone do that, of course, you're just going to be smelling nerd farts.
So many nerd farts. Have you ever been to a Super Smash Bros. Ruminating convention? My god. You make a man beg for death. Also,
They're like, dude, there's a shower in your hotel room. I know there is.
I don't need
Use
to
it.
use it. My mom says I'm beautiful.
Oh, but on the vampire lady, yeah, she's a tall drink of water.
You are 1,000%.
And Bill, you posted a picture of a brilliant cosplay that a couple came up with
Oh, yeah.
for her, and like, oh, that's amazing.
Sitting there going like, okay, let's come. It ain't gonna take much, but at least you have her face already. Just stat message.
Here's the water tower. It's amazing how many towns are named after their water towers.
You know, it's kind of fun, but I actually live pretty close to the Warner Bros. Water Tower, and I've already said too much online.
I love the Animaniacs when I say as a kid, but no, I was already teaching at the college.
Was another time. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, no, she's too tall for me.
No, this is everything.
And her fingernails are a little aggressive for my tastes.
For your taste.
I like nails on my back, just not in my back.
Yeah, but have you tried it, Doug? Have you tried it? Al, that's
Yeah, it's
name.
not fun. It's like,
Oh God, this.
dude.
is the
So
ever
now,
small-
do you still want smell-o-vision?
I said what I said. I would not.
I'm
want to
looking
smell
around
it.
this place and I'm
Yeah,
like,
it is. It's
yeah,
just-
this is why we don't have smell-o-vision in games. We can do it. There's a reason why we don't.
doo-doo butter everywhere. Plus, zombies are rotting flesh.
Right. It's like, I'm pretty sure you don't want that.
It was at that moment Bill decided he wanted Smell-O-Vision.
What was that in there? Penicillin?
Oh, you wish.
Oh my god, wallpaper. I hate wallpaper. Or what looks like used to be wallpaper.
See, it was a different time, Doug. Oh, that's right the piano.
Although the 4-panel door, that's what I have in my house. Ooh. Oh my god, that table is coolly 80s style. Hey, piano! Oh. That's the TV I had in my bedroom.
With another time. There it is. Listen, I remember this
With
thing.
the Pong console attached to it. Okay, it wasn't Pong, it was a Unisonic Tournament 2000.
Ain't nobody judging.
Ooh! So I want to build one of those somewhere in my house. A little secret panel. Lead somewhere.
Oh, roaches. You could, Doug. Through the powers of...
Yeah, I do that, and the squirrel's like, what the fuck you doing in here? This is our space.
Oh, you just written squirrel. Oh, no.
Yeah, that's why I should be. I should be like, I'm here for my money. For my rent money.
Damn it.
It was that time Doug ate his first squirrel.
Oh no, it's I live in Missouri. I've had squirrels before.
How is it?
I'm not a fan.
Not a fan? Reddit's a
No.
good game.
Squirrel, rabbit, I know people are, like it in stew and such. And, I'm not one to judge. Protein is protein. But, no, it ain't for me.
Yo,
No, I've not had elk. I would love to have it.
elk, pretty good. Kangaroo, even better.
Really? I've not had Jumpy Mouse.
You could, it's you can get it at Sprouts.
Okay.
People gamey, but it's delicious. Bison meat
Oh,
though.
gamey, so it
It's
fits.
top tier.
So, you in the water reminds me of something else that I saw in at SIGGRAPH. It was a visor to. Ew! Bah! That water's got to smell wonderful. But it was a visor that had a fluid-filled hose that ran around the perimeter. And then it was connected to basically this briefcase. It had pumps and Peltier coolers and heaters, and so it was part of a scuba diving simulator. And so when you got close to, say, a thermal vent, it got warm. When you went below a thermocline, it got cold, right? So it could change the temperature on your face based on the environment that you were in. And so then, right back there, as soon as you dipped into that what looked like water, the thing could have gone real cold on you, right? And you could have gotten the little shivers just by going down into it.
The closest thing.
But the problem is, again, a lot of this new tech is really clunky, right? And so no one wants to have this big ass briefcase in front of them going while they're trying to play a game.
Speak for yourself, Doug.
Well, that water heater looks surprisingly fresh. Go back to that.
Okay. Hold on. We'll go back to that in just a second. But first, it's time to save the princess, and she'll lead us right back to it.
Okay. Because everything else here looks grungy and dingy as hell, and then you have this brand new water heater. It looks like it just came fresh from Menards.
Yeah. Oh, thank God I found you. It's me. It's Ethan.
Ethan?
I'm sorry.
Ethan?
It's-
Are you alright?
Seeing his floating arm for me.
You
is
shouldn't
kinda
be
hilarious.
here.
What do you mean?
Yeah, that's kind of.
Contacted me.
No,
That's kinda
no, I
sus.
wouldn't.
Everything else is up.
Did I?
floating arm thing.
Did anyone see you? Did he see you?
And she's totally not freaked out by two
What the hell's going on?
disbodied
Daddy's
arms
coming.
reaching out
We need to
to her.
go.
Daddy?
We need to go now.
It's actually.
Oh, I am daddy. Wait, what?
What?
Where are you taking me?
What are you talking
Someplace
about?
safe.
Are you gonna tell me what's going on? Baby, you've been gone 3 years.
3 years? Has it really been 3 years?
Chad, I'm going to quasi-apologize to you. I usually talk a lot more, but this really takes you into the game.
I want the sushi. But I cannot have the
What is this
sushi.
place? What'd they do to you?
Not now. We need to get out of here first.
The only place to
think
get
it's
sushi
this
around
way.
here is at the convenience store, and I'm not eating gas station sushi. I miss Sushi Mito. Where I can go, I can pay one price, and I can eat all the damn sushi rolls I can jam into my mouth.
Not me.
Yeah.
That wasn't me.
No, no, it's
I
just
didn't.
it's way over there.
Fine.
Ah, it's fair.
Just tell me what's going on.
I'm telling
It's over
you
in Playtown.
everything that I know.
I'm staying
We
here
have to
in
go
the
this way.
in the disease-free zone.
Yeah, that's fair.
Now, one nice thing is there in Kansas City, especially Johnson County, the
Are you sure you
numbers
know
have been
where you're
plummeting.
Families
It's like
are
vaccine
moving
Merck or
through
some
here.
shit like that.
I
Who knew?
remember.
Is this 55 and up still? Or?
I'm not sure. I know I'm on my list at for our county, but it's probably going to be like June for me. But our county is doing something pretty cool. Pardon me. You can go on their website, fill out a form, say, yeah, this is my demographic. This is what I do for a living. And they're like, all right, end of the line with you, but keep your phone handy. Because, of course, once you thaw those vaccines, you can't refreeze them, right? And so if there's cancellations or no shows or something like
It's
that,
there.
they'll start going down through their list of phone numbers.
This is it.
And so I could get a phone call that says, hey, we've got an appointment for you, next week.
I remember this.
Or
room.
I may get a phone call that
There's another
says,
door here.
can you get
I'm
here
sure
in
of it.
15 minutes?
Yes and
It's
yes.
not here. It's gone. It's
Right.
gone.
If I have to sprint the entire way.
We're gonna be a family. Now that you're here.
But, which actually, looking down, it wouldn't be a bad idea for me
There's
to do.
another door here. I'm sure of it.
Man, that shadow freaked the hell out of me.
But no, anyway, so yeah, I am pleasantly surprised with how responsive our county's response has been. It's unfortunately not every county surrounding us is so engaged in working a solution.
Well, they'll take those steps, baby. In the meantime,
Yeah, and Kansas City's doing a decent job, I think. But there's just the population density is higher, right? And as much as I love me some sushi mito, it ain't worth the Rona.
Is it, Professor? Let's see. Also, I owe 20 squats.
No, it's not. But I got it. Doing them squats.
Yep. 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Thank you. 7, 8.
My daughter loved when I in the morning I'd be doing my push-ups there while I'm watching the news, right? And she would love to jump on my back. I'm sitting there, 1, 2, 3.
We just went hard mode.
Oh, hilarious.
That's great.
And of course, that's when she was in preschool. Now she's in 3rd grade. I'm like,
But why? Why?
yeah, maybe if I let her do that more often, I'd be more capable of doing push-ups with her on my back.
And I can hear her now. Is that a challenge?
Yes, that's exactly what she did.
Creepy.
Yeah, I was supposed to say that's not creepy at all.
Mia?
Oh, is that a tackle box? 2 tackle boxes. See there, that's it. That water heater. It still had all the brand new bright stickers on it and everything. Man, no one can be buff like Bill. Bill's the king of buff.
It's what I do.
I should have listened to you all those years ago, sir.
I just say I have solutions. Yep. That. Get real. Don't want to answer that, but I'm going to.
So we're seeing your turns as very abrupt.
Yeah, my choices are very.
I didn't know if that was a latency thing. So if you were seeing as you rotate, if you were seeing it very smooth.
Yeah.
So Messiah wants me to get you to admit that you're Panda from Tekken. So, and see, I'm more Panda from Polar Bear Cafe. It's a brilliant show. It is so hilarious.
Wait!
Oh, she cut you bad, man.
Oh yeah. She is infected as fuck.
I can hear her. I can
Yeah,
feel
your
her
hands don't look so
clawing her
good.
way back inside of me. Get out! Leave me alone! I've been bad. I deserve this.
And to answer your earlier question, Doug, it's minor spoilers, guys. But,
Are you Mia?
there's a family here, and one of their sons is actually a brilliant engineer. Well, before the infection. The some stuff they have here is pretty dope. Other stuff, not so much. Doug, what do you think? It's kind of like I could do either abrupt turns or I have to look. And I'm trying to get that down just right.
Yeah.
We're gonna like quick turns. It's like I'm usually very confident in how I handle controlling the game. But with VR, this is something.
But new stuff is good stuff, right?
You know, strength. Just more strength.
She, oh, she's got that knife again.
I learned that straight from a little bit of a thing called GoldenEye. That's how I killed my wife. Credits.
Oh, look at that. I just saw that I could do this too. Spend the points.
What point did you spin?
I did a big spin.
Right. Sorry, like I have. It's kind of hard to do this at volume. I need to connect. I have to make a choice, either Discord or the PSVR.
You really shouldn't have come here.
Who's this?
Yeah.
And what the fuck is
Yeah.
going
Well,
on?
I think
can't
we
really
need
hear
to.
you.
My name's Zoe. There should be a way out through the attic.
I can go to
Attic.
the speaker.
Go there. Now.
Oh, old-fashioned acoustic coupling. That's how we used to dial into the BBS back in the day.
So then we're gonna pause here and let's take a look at the chat. Ah, special 40s. Don't mind if I do. Elk meat is better. Laser. All right, then we're gonna do a little bit here. Then we're gonna dab a little bit more into the land of VR. Just a little bit longer. But first, I owe a little bit of core workout. Ugh. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh man, my abs burn just watching that.
Yo, Lordy,
Right? Totally right, Messiah.
And now. let's get back to it. Core. Something you can never forget right there. But in the meantime, chat, let's see here. And you're welcome, Messiah. Yeah, there's gonna be a little setups here to make that more so work. Yeah, a little vexing, honestly, but yeah, we'll figure it out. Especially when it comes to VR. And when it comes to VR and this in general, I'm kind of digging it. We're gonna have to do a lot of tweaking of things to make it actually work with the stream. But I think you can go places with it. Damn it, I think we can. Whew. But in the meantime, let's even get us to like a save point or something.
Let's see, I really think VR has some strong potential, a lot more than AR did. Although Pokemon Go, of course,
Pokemon Go was amazing,
huge, right?
And then we had, well, its side sister, the Harry Potter one.
Oh yeah,
they tried.
And
God,
there's been a lot of little cheesy things where you could have the Apollo rocket in your living room and stuff like that. You have Fox Sports, a little dancing football robot guy, whatever. Dumb stuff like that.
Yeah.
But there are other applications for augmented reality that really aren't so much game based. Pokemon Go is really the only major example I can think of that going well. But VR, I think, has potential, and we're right on that cusp of it just lighting up, right?
Yeah.
Right now, everything's still just a little bit clunky, but the video fidelity is way better than it used to be.
That's a fact.
So, it used to be like a Max Headroom style animation, right? That's my background, for those that remember it. But very polygony, right? And in the fidelity of the gloves or the controllers was not great, and so trying to grasp things in game was really challenging. The fidelity's gotten a lot better. And I saw a thing.
Yep.
I don't see a thing anymore.
It's for the best.
That's bad news.
It's for the best, Chuck. Oh god. Oh yeah, we got that.
So you got some like redness seeping in around the edges.
Oh, I am wounded as hell.
Oh, it's like, man, you gotta lay off the tequila.
Like
It's okay. It's okay. It's me. I know you didn't mean to hurt me.
You stabbed me.
You shouldn't have done that! It's fucking hard!
Right? Oh, with a screwdriver! Ooh!
Let's see how you feel.
What the hell? Oh, yeah, no. He would treat you like firewood, man.
It's job must contain outbreak. Gonna quit, I promise.
Not good.
Burn it all down.
That's supposed to be on the inside of you. So now, are you going to go all Bruce Campbell?
Oh, buddy. Welcome to Resident Evil 7.
Put that chainsaw on your stub arm.
About
Just shotgun a fistful of boomstick.
Right. Like house footage, what up, girl? And that's our first save point. Yes, I would like to save. Thank you.
An old school tape driven answer
yeah.
machine.
We way out in the boonies, baby.
Except for exposition in TV shows anymore. So
And now we've messed with this bit of VR. There's something I want to try real quick to see what it's like. Let's see. Just humor me, game. Oh, it's just me looking at a screen, isn't it? Wait.
So, or PD?
Oh yeah, it's just you looking at a screen.
Look, man, I'm serious, okay? I saw this with my own...
I probably gave him that. I was humored. Let's see. Now I'm going to take these things off, and it's time to interact with you all, as you've all learned a little bit here and there on the ways of this insanity. 2 seconds. Oh, that's much better. There we go. Oh, your arm. Hey, what's good, Timmy? Whew. I'll tell you what. VR is interesting. I'm gonna have to do some big adjustments, guys, to make it work with the game here. Because I'll be honest with you, it visually was stunning, but I couldn't really hear the game. I tried to make it work. The interesting fact was like you can, no matter what, it's gonna go through my speakers at home. But going into the computer, because it's attached to the VR headset primarily, it looks like, unless I have a headset plugged into the VR set, I could do that and make it work and pick it up through the actual HD60, which goes to computers, how I'm capturing all the audio and video anyway. So outside of that, we played 7, and Doug was the voice of Mia. So that was something. Oh, shoot. No. Do I get translated? I'm happily in a relationship with Elise Ortiz, but Bill Butts is a bear. There you go. Let's see. With that said there. Oh, God. Lord have mercy. It'll be fun, though. It'll be some fun tweaks off camera where I'm going to make sure all that works. As Messiah now goes off to Sushi Mito and eats 10 pounds of sushi. And,
Yes.
I'm going to tweak with this, guys. I really am. Getting Discord to mix with games is a bit tough, especially now since the VR. But to quote Jurassic Park, life finds a way, and damn it, I shall. Let's see here. You know, it's funny, Messiah, when I was recording One Punch Man, we're looking at my character, and he's like, it's like a bear. He's not a man that's hairy, it's just like hair with muscle just put on top of it. Oh, Lord have mercy. Have mercy. Oh. Well, y'all, I'm gonna get myself a bit of a sandwich, and we're gonna tink with this some more. And we'll come back soon for more VR and sciencey goodness. And more VR. And also, look forward to this, guys. I got the OK via email. True story, Fallen Legions. This is the game out early. I got a little passcode for it, so a little secrets there for you guys. Full is going to be available, I believe, on the 15th. And I'll be streaming this guy for you. So look forward to that. After, well, we'll go back between 7 and that. Hey! Punk is Cyborg, thanks for the follow, baby. I'm actually one of the support characters you can actually play as in Fallen Legion's Revenants. Yeah, his name is Grimwald. He's an amazing character, and I hope you enjoy him. And on top of that, for funsies, I've made a choice here. It's a tough trophy to get, but I'm also a, we'll say, Vincent Valentine Final Fantasy VII hidden levels of a hidden character in the game as well. And you'll have to try and find him. And it's totally possible if you do the path just right, and it is worth it. But I'm another character in Fallen Legion as well. You guys can enjoy that. And with that there, guys, I'm going to slowly bring this guy to a close. And we're going to raid somebody. And I'm going to go get myself a sandwich. But let's see who's online. I always raid people who are, like, doing big. And see who's not. Allegra. We're going to raid Allegra Clark. Blah! As always, thank you guys for joining in on the stream. You're amazing as always, and nothing but love to you. Show some love to Allegra. She's dope.